Hey man, welcome to the Live Vibes, man. We are here with the new day, the new scenery. You guys see it on Sunday. It's Monday, so
LiveVibezPodcast.
So go ahead and start us out, James.
Ow.
I mean,
It's me. I'm the starting guy with the.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Podcast,
bad.
everybody. As y'all can see, we've been setting up and everything, trying to get everything straight, everything right. If you're looking at the screen properly, we have two beautiful guests with us today. Very, very interesting show. So I hope y'all ready, man. Everybody's gonna start, coming in here slowly but surely. But let's go ahead and start off with James. He's down here.
Man, y'all already know what it is. It's James, a.k.a. Hater Herder, a.k.a. Mr. Flatliner. What's up with it?
Y'all already know who it is. It's D'Angelo, a.k.a. Rated. And we also have, let's start with, I don't know which guests want to go first.
Loyalty.
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 We got Loyalty in the building.
And we have
Honor.
Hey, we
and
got
them
Honor in the
both.
building.
They both together is Loyalty and Honor, and they represent their own company of two royal chicks.
Hey.
And we
Last but not
also
least.
have.
Why the fuck I said that last one? Look, it's me, your boy the King. What's good?
King.
Let's get this
It's the King.
Oh man. So y'all already know how we start these things, man. We start off with checking the vibes, making sure everybody's mental health is straight. Want all our kings and queens to, open up and make sure that, if we need anything, we got somebody to talk to, make sure everybody good. How y'all weekend? We was last together on Friday. So how was y'all weekend? Y'all weekend was cool?
My weekend was good. Working hard. I own my own business, so ain't nothing stopped for me.
I know that's right.
Yeah, my weekend went pretty well too. I work, but I also have my own business as well, so I keep it moving.
Yeah, boom, and I see it. My weekend was mad chill. All the work that I had on my plate, I got done. So yeah, it was a pretty chill weekend. I feel like it was much needed time without having to force myself to get some stuff done. Other than live vibe stuff, everything else was chill. But it was a really good weekend.
Yep. Well, y'all already know what it is for me. I don't have my own business, but I do got two essential jobs. So, the grind never stops for me either. I'm out here staying corona free.
All right.
Chilling with the fam, cooling this weekend, getting my things together, getting my act together. But other than that, it's been cool with me.
Oh, my girl. Look, I got a boring life. All I do is just work and work out and just chill and eat.
That don't even go together.
That's about right, but
it don't even go together. I just chilled and eat and work out.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because when you work out, you get hungry, and when you're chilling, you get hungry. So you got to work out the food you ate, and you got to eat healthy. It ain't about how much you eat; it's about what you eat.
I feel you on that one. Well, shit. I don't really have any. Like I said, what I've been trying to do is since Corona is the reason why we in this Zoom live video content that we're pushing out now. Always try to give a little Corona update. And since Friday to now, I really don't have one. I haven't seen much change. There's still a bunch of bullshit. We still stuck in the house. But that will segue into a question that I want to talk about. I kind of wrote down just quarantine money, right? A lot of us are quarantining in the house. A lot of us are essential workers and things like that. So I wanted to ask the ladies, how has this affected the things that you guys already have going on since you both have businesses outside of the normal 9 to 5? How has this quarantine been treating y'all business?
Well, for me, actually, my business has picked up because I do hand-painted piggy banks is one part of my business that I have separate from Two Royal Chicks. And because of the pandemic, people are really starting to understand the importance of saving money and really being knowledgeable about saving money and having an emergency fund for their personal and their business. So, you know, people have been really reaching out, getting banks for their piggy banks for their kids, piggy banks for themselves, you know, asking about, you know, different financial aspects that, you know, I may know, whatever like that. So for me, my business has, you know, been picking up. I guess that stimulus check, you know, people want to do right by the stimulus check though.
No, let's not talk about that. Man, god damn it. Motherfuckers just keep ordering shit and I gotta deliver their packages. Like I got a set of weights that's on my desk that fill out the package. So I'm tempted to take them and give them to James. You know, but you know what? No, I'm gonna deliver this man weights because people ordering all types of stuff. Somebody got a desk. Oh no, you working from home. I know you work. I got to deliver a whole goddamn desk.
I thought the UPS or something delivered that. I didn't know the regular mail people deliver shit like that.
Oh, they give it to us sometimes, and we deliver it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
see, so
that's crazy.
about y'all businesses, you just had me going there with the goddamn stimulus. Everybody just
how about
that shit.
How about you, Anna?
Anna.
How has this affected you?
Well, I am an essential worker. I'm in the healthcare field anyway. So that's my 9 to 5. So I haven't skipped a beat with that. But I do also sell mink lashes. It's actually picked up. People are home. They're on the internet. They're buying everything. So I haven't had a problem with that. With our 2 Real Chicks business, we do sipping paints. But we've been getting a lot of buzz, using the internet, utilizing the internet, getting more followers, getting people excited for whenever the quarantine is over, that they could come on out and have some fun.
Yeah, that might be the first thing some people do is run to a sip and paint because people are tired of being in the house, man. I feel them.
Wait, so y'all do sipping?
King, you don't want to go to those sipping paints, bro.
Never mind. That's all you had to say. Never mind.
It's for women.
We know. We do.
We got loyalty in the building.
Wait a minute.
I changed my mind.
Wait. Let's elaborate just a little bit. We have more than one aspect of our sip and paints. So the first part that we initially started with was regular sip and paints, and we're actually bringing those back. 90s themed sip and paints. We do masquerade and all, et cetera, couples, et cetera. Okay. But we have added on another portion, which is the new sip and paints, and we feature a new model. And they do an entertainment portion as well. So all the ladies that are watching, we do new models, and they do entertainment as well, because these are actually exotic dancers. And we're actually doing a virtual one coming soon.
Look, give me a year and a half so I can get my stripper body on and I could just do the modeling.
There you go. That damn leg.
But King, after the new paint, you gotta dance. Then you got to put the sock on. You got to put the sock on, and you got to sling the sock all around like the elephant trunk and all kinds of shit.
Man.
Let LiveVibez bottle.
Oh no. Oh hell.
But yeah, man, they have. I've heard, not only heard, but I've seen the feedback from the sipping paints that they have had, and man, I have never seen not one upset female leave from one of those events.
Would you be upset if you had to paint Meg Thee Stallion and then she gave you a lap dance? Hell no, you would be upset. They got Adonis out there.
I understand,
all pulsating with dripping with baby oil.
What else? Explain to the viewers what else y'all give in the package of, let's just say, I know don't y'all feed them and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what we do is a part of it is, so when they come in, we have food, and it's not just like a little appetizers. We actually give them a good, portion meal. So we'll do like some type of shrimp dish. We'll do chicken wings. We'll have desserts. We'll have actually do wine-covered gummy bears. We do other types of candies. And then we have wine, and the wine is endless wine. So it's not like other sipping paints where they say bring your own wine or whatever you're going to bring. We actually do have wine and everything like that that's endless for them when they come there as part of the ticket price. We do games in those games. We do shots. We do everything. So it's a whole experience when you come to our sip and paint. It's not just, oh, you come, you paint the model, and you go home. You get fed. We play games. We laugh. We joke. So it's like a real ladies' night, like a bunch of ladies, our homegirls hanging out.
So can y'all please?
I like that.
Can I tap in really quick?
Yes, you can.
The one thing that Loyalty and I pride ourselves on is the experience. The experience is not like any other sip and paint that's out here. We do things that other sip and paints don't do.
I see.
Not only including the food, when the ladies leave, they feel like we're their best friends in their head.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's always business.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that's the move right there. Like, I've heard of a lot of different sipping paints and things like that, but I don't want to give you an experience like that. So make sure y'all
tell the viewers how y'all can be reached on y'all website or whatever. If y'all have websites, a page, anything, how can y'all be reached?
So we have an Instagram. It is 2 Royal Chicks _X. Is it _X, Honor, or is it just X? Okay, so _X. So that's the one way that we have it. And also we have separate business outside of just our unified business. And for mine, my main business is No Bacon Piggy Bank. So I can be reached on Instagram at nobacon.piggybank. And Honor, yeah, she has her own separate one as well. My main business is
mine separate business is
1 second, Honor. Somebody had their other phone. Go ahead, Honor.
Okay, so my separate business is I sell mink lashes. So on Instagram, on Instagram, mine is brown glitter _beauty bar and the number 1.
Okay.
Brown glitter _ beauty bar number 1.
What is it that she says you sell again?
Mink lashes.
Mink lashes.
All right.
So all the ladies and people that's interested in others sipping paints, and people that's interested in saving and getting piggy banks for your kids and also for yourself, reach out to these ladies and support them with their lovely businesses. And we like to welcome y'all to LiveVibez.
Yeah.
Okay, so Angelo, what's up with it, man? What we got on these topics today?
Man, look, quarantine stuff aside, I think one thing that I feel like has been really attacking people inside this quarantine time is that a lot of people are quarantined with someone, either with a relationship, person of interest, whatever it is, and I feel like people are finding out a lot about these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, habits, good and bad, sex drives, all that type of good shit, right? I wanted to bring this to an attention to where women having high sex drives. Do you feel like that something that men don't really have an issue with? Like, they're ready to tackle that? Like, that's not a big deal for them.
Wait, you froze on my end. What was that? It was like women.
Can you? Oh no.
He said, women with high sex drives, are they intimidating to men?
Yeah.
Somebody go first. The king shall speak last.
Me being a man, trying to look at it from a stand, I don't want to make this too personal of an answer. I don't want to be like, well, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I want to try to speak for men a little bit. I feel like I feel like it's a mix there. I feel like it's a 50-50 thing for men. I feel like we don't run from a woman with high sex drive, so I don't feel like it's an intimidating thing. But I feel like once you, because we don't mind a challenge at all. Men are ready to fuck something a lot, so that's cool. But I feel like once you get in the bed a few times and you see that you met your match and she ain't letting the fuck up, then it started to be a little different. So I don't think that it's intimidating at all. I think men love the challenge of it, but I think things may shift depending on the man when he finds out that she's capable and willing, you know what I'm saying, to get with the shits a lot of times. So I don't know. I would have to say no, but I do see how it can switch up once the shit hits the fan. So that's how I see it.
I'm not going to say that I think it's intimidating, but it is very shocking when you, especially if you wind up on that episode, you wind up giving it a good little shot, and you didn't think after maybe that second, maybe even after the third round, you thinking, yeah, some good rounds, not just no minutes. You know, like some good rounds, and then you thinking you done after that third one, and she like, yeah, I'm ready for round 4, and then you sitting there looking like, oh shit.
See, that's what I mean. It's like,
I think it's just very shocking. I wouldn't say intimidating, but it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies, from y'all experience, do you feel like having a high sex drive? I'm not saying that y'all do, but do you feel like that intimidates men at all, or?
Loyalty hasn't stopped smiling with this little evil smirk since you started talking about it.
It looked like an evil grin, like she done ate
some
up. Like,
no. I mean, I don't know. I have never had an issue with a guy saying it was too much. So I don't think it's an intimidation thing. I think there's ways that you can make a guy feel more comfortable when your sex drive is becoming more and more. So, but that's just been my experience,
Okay.
Well, I never had anybody that was intimidated by me. Anybody I was with, we matched. So I don't know.
Okay. Even match up. That's
notice
cool.
when she talks, she get the shimmy going. I mean.
Look, we gonna match up in that department before we even hook up. Fuck all that shit.
No
you gonna give me what I want. You hit the fuck.
Oh man, what about you, King? Do you feel like women with high sex drives intimidate you, or do you feel like it intimidates men in general? Like, how do you feel like that plays out?
I mean, look, I don't really concern myself about all men because everybody thinks different. It might intimidate some men, but to me, like, I have a saying: if you get him up, I'm going to put him down somewhere. Okay. So if you get him up, you want to get him up, he's going somewhere. Okay. So. That you were like touchy feely.
You killing me with this bottle. Please put your damn bottle down.
I feel you with that. I feel like let me ask the ladies, do y'all feel intimidated by a guy who has a very high sex drive? Like, do you feel like that can be intimidating for you as a woman?
How about this? Have you ever been outlasted?
Yeah, I have.
I think everybody.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, I mean, long as he's okay with, I need like a break, and then we could go back again. Okay. We good. Okay. Give me a little break.
All right.
Yeah, I'm down with the breathing.
Look at Lloyd, she like. Break.
Sometimes. Get a little break sometime. It's a little dinner down there.
She get a little face like, we at work, break.
Shit.
What did the viewers say? Did the viewers say anything?
Let's see. I see some people in here got high sex drive. My sex drive is so crazy right now. I'm on a high time high, but they said it's been chilling. The people that I've seen, they said that they definitely have high sex drive, but they're quarantined alone, so they've been kind of cooling out. But that tells me that as soon as this shit is over with, somebody
is getting.
All right. Somebody is fucking getting it. Oh man. But yeah, I think as far as you, James, putting out there, like as far as being outlasted, I think that's happened on a few occasions. I feel like with men, of course, it's a super ego boost. When you got a girl that's ready to tap out, and it's like, you got it, I can't do no more. You just like, you goddamn right, nigga. Like you feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
we all been there.
It make you pat yourself on the back a little.
Yeah.
Are you? What about if you are quick? How does that make your ego feel?
Oh no. If I'm quick in that sentence, I'm always quick to big, you know what I'm saying, her up. I'm just like, yo, you won today, my nigga. You fucked my shit up. Like I'm like, no, it's a team game. So even if I come quick, you know what I'm saying, you got me. If I make you tap out or you come quick and you good, then I got the best. But either way, it's a team effort. That's how I see it. So it's not a loser in the situation. It's just, you know.
I only feel some type of way if it was my first time.
Oh, like the very
If I get my first shot and the first shot is quick, I feel some type of way.
Yeah, and she's gonna judge you too.
She
definitely is. Now, it has happened to me before. Yeah. And I promise you, when I got that second time, it was a done deal. Yeah. And then it was just like, okay, you redeemed yourself. But it has happened before. So I ain't gonna sit here and act like I've always been a Superman. It happened before.
Yeah.
I don't judge people based on their first time being quick. Me, personally, I don't. Because I think sometimes if you have that connection with somebody, you build up so much, it just falls down real fast. Yeah, so I don't base it on that, because we might have been, you know, building up, doing stuff, and then all of a sudden when it happened, it's like, okay, it, you know. But that's just me. I don't, the first time.
But the second time.
I mean, I would say around the third or fourth time.
Okay.
Because
I
mean,
you know, I get it.
Okay. So you might give them 3 and 4 chances.
Yeah, because I think there's a difference between it being bad and him lasting. It's a difference. So if it was good and he just was quick, it's a difference between him being bad and then quick.
Mm.
Gotcha.
But how you gonna know if it's good or bad if it's quick?
I mean, I can kind of tell within the first 5 minutes.
Well, shit, it might not last 5 minutes.
That's what I was just getting ready to say.
I guess I've never had somebody that's last, you know, it's been quick, but not no less than 5 minutes.
Oh, man.
King, what about you, man? You got this, the look on your face right now.
Oh, man, look. Me, I'm going to just tell you like this. First time, especially out of this quarantine, I'm going to be horrible. Because I'm going to probably have enough nut to fill up this much.
Please put that cup down. You use that cup for everything.
This much, because the tank going to be filled, just this neck coming out. I'm like,
Basically, you'll be asleep after the first one.
No, I'm not going to be asleep. After the first time, this is going to be like, I'm going to feel a little lighter, okay? Second time, it's going to be a lot longer. Third time, I might not bust a nut. Especially if I got some drink in me. I'm going to fuck you up.
Okay. Yeah, after that first one pop off, nigga, like if you down for round 2, I don't know, man. That round 2
like,
all caps, nigga.
I'm
like,
comfortable with you and we
it's
cool,
a wrap.
Man, yeah, if I'm comfortable with you and we cool, yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But if I ain't comfortable with you, I don't know what the fuck gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right. What's up next?
Let me say it's another segue, still on the same topic for real. Now the question is, would you be mad if your partner masturbated after y'all had sex? I feel like everybody got the same answer for this one. Ain't no fucking way.
Hell. If I gotta go to work in the morning,
Well, after the first time?
I mean, no, I'm just saying. It's 6 rounds. All you know is you done. And she pulls out a vibrator and finish herself off. How are you going to And women, you done gave him all you got. And you thinking he good. But then when y'all finish, he goes and jerk off. How are you going to feel about that?
I mean, me personally, I don't care. I mean, because if I gave it all I got, then that's all I got, and I'm going to sleep. So,
look, I'm gonna put it like this. I feel you on that. Me personally, that shit ain't flying. Not at all. This is my thing. If you are, even if I gave you everything that I've got, and you ain't get it the way you wanted to get it, and you still feel like you need to do something afterwards, I'd rather be the one to help you get that nut. If it has to be with me playing with you, getting the pussy, doing something, give me the vibrator, nigga. I help you. I'll do that and help you get it before I just watch you fucking masturbate. Like that's trash to me. That ain't gonna happen.
I ain't watching either. I'm going to sleep.
See that? Fuck no. Hell, I couldn't do it. That's just me.
My job here is done. Okay, so I mean, I gave it all I got. Good old college try. Done.
I gotta participate, man. I'm sorry. Like I said, if the sex wasn't it, then we're gonna find other ways. But I gotta get you right. I feel like that's always been the key to a happy and healthy sex relationship. Anyway, it's just that you give a fuck about each other's climax. Like if you nut and if that's what she wants, then she gonna be straight. If you got a girl and you done did what you had to do, and then you don't nut, and she don't give a fuck, I don't know. You might have to have a conversation, man. I don't
but
fucking
why?
know.
Like, you got to understand, like, if you're with this girl, things is going to happen. It's not going to be like every single time you're going to be on point. And it's like, if I don't care about that, I may be going to work tomorrow. I may got an event tomorrow. I may came from an event. There's all type of things that might be going on for me to just be sitting there all night with you, and you just want to dilly-dally around. Yeah, I said dilly-dally. You want to dilly-dally around, and I gave it all I got, and I got stuff to do in the morning time. I'm not saying I don't care, but if you're in a relationship, y'all, I'm sure that y'all are compatible. Well, at least a level of understanding, compatible in that way.
I get it. But nah, it's just me. Maybe that's my ego talking. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. How about you, Anna? Do you feel like if you was having sex with a man and y'all was done, you gave him all you got, and he just decided to be like, you know what, he ain't get his and he has to masturbate, do you feel away?
I'm the complete opposite of that, because I want both of us to be satisfied.
Okay.
If you're not satisfied and you have to do that, baby, what's wrong? What you need?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
I couldn't just roll over and go to sleep. It's just not going to roll.
No, I couldn't do that. Now,
that's crazy.
I have to ask. I'm sorry.
Nah, I see.
Oh shit.
So what you're saying is, it could be you done gave it your try for 2-3 hours. You done did all your tricks in the book.
Well,
and he still ain't having no
2 or 3 hours and he still ain't nothing though.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Be that long.
What I'm saying is, say you went 2 or 3 hours, or even an hour, and you gave it all. You done came in from work. You done been working a long day. You done gave him your all, and then you say you're still gonna sit up there at night. Like, what is the problem? I would be like, go ahead.
I'm not adding in being at work before sex, getting up in the morning for work. Let's erase all that shit. We're just talking about the sexual situation. Now, my thing is that if you can masturbate after the fact, I feel like you can't do anything to yourself that I can't help you do as well. So if you just using your fingers, if you're using a vibrator, why can't I help you by using my fingers or using the vibrator on you? Like, I will help you. Even if masturbation for you is the thing, let me help you get that nut, because it just means that much to me. Mm-hmm. That's me. I couldn't just turn over and go to sleep. You know?
I'm a let her handle it. Now I suck a titty or something, but I'm gonna let her handle it, because I mean, you gotta be honest, but like women know just like men know. She knows how to touch herself, where to touch herself to get the job done. Now,
but if that's
clearly,
no.
Clearly,
he needs to know how to touch you and how to get you right.
No. We're not saying. Well, what I get from this question is it's not like she didn't nut while we was doing it or not. It's just that she didn't get enough. That's how I look at this. Now, if we're saying the whole thing happened and I nut and she didn't nut at all, then it is a problem. Me personally, I'm gonna have to try to at least eat the first one out of you first before I even stick anyway. So you bound to get at least one before I get mine. Now I try to give you two before I get my one, because sometimes I work hard. Shit, after my one, I might be no good.
Yeah,
unless Marcus, I'm like Marcus, unless you decide to help him up. Now, as long as he's able to get up, I'm able to perform. But shit, if I'm dead tired, man, fuck that. I know you done came once. Maybe you wanted 2 nuts, but I couldn't give you 2. I'm gonna let you get your toy. I'm gonna suck a titty. I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna feel on you, but I'm gonna let you hurry up and get that other nut out so we can go to sleep together.
Oh my gosh, King, what you got? Because you look disgusted right now.
No, I'm not disgusted. I just thought about this. Like, somebody mentioned it. Like, all right, now, so say, like, if I just had to analyze this in my mind. Now, if she had to pull out her own toy to get herself there, I'm thinking, like, yeah, you must use this toy a lot. That means, like, you probably only get that if you use this particular thing to get this done. You know, for her, like, if you use toys a lot, then you might kind of, I'm not sure, like, y'all can help me understand this.
You know, that's a fact.
No, that's
you
true.
Use a lot.
That's true.
That's
If you
the only way.
use it, yeah.
Like, so if that's the case, like, young, like, you probably, no matter what I do, the stroke, you want that vibration, like, to hit that spot, to get that nut out.
But Marcus, that's when the beard comes in play.
And no, but
oh shit!
No. And then on top,
I'm telling you,
my little premature shit ain't there yet, man. Y'all gotta wait up. Y'all gotta wait.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask, like, wait, was I good? She's like, yeah, cool. Then I'm going to me personally, this is me. I'm going to sit there and watch and see what she do. Like, okay, she did this, she turned it this way.
All right, student of the game, trying to take some notes. I feel you.
So yeah, I'm gonna take some notes on how she like it done. So then I'm like, okay. All right, so the second time around, once we get it in, I'm gonna test one theory. I'm like, all right, now getting it in ain't work. If my tongue game don't work, I'm like, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. But then I'm gonna go to the toy chest and I'm gonna use her shit, my shit. I'm gonna strap her ass down, blindfold. Like, look, I'm gonna do this shit. And if I don't get there, get the fuck out of my house. If I can't do it, get the hell out.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's my thing. Like, my initial reaction is like, yeah, no, I'll be upset because I want you to get yours the way I get mine. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, I'm definitely gonna help you get that motherfucker. If you can masturbate, nigga, I can help you masturbate. That's all.
He is dedicated.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Got you, man. You got to.
Well, you know what?
Time is money, nigga. I'm going to sleep. I'm looking at
especially
the comments,
as hard
man.
as I work. I mean,
a lot of people in the comments are saying the same thing. A lot of they're women. They're all talking about, look, y'all need to put in a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, a little affection, a little figure it out, find her spots, you know what I'm saying, and do they talk about the toys. they use toys, and everybody has one apparently. Motherfuckers got
At
names.
the end of the day,
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of women, they like their titties sucked. They like their necks licked. They might like their ears nibbled on. So if I can do that while she touching herself with this toy, it's gonna get the job done a lot quicker.
Okay.
oh, you know what, James? What should be what would help? Like shit, if you can just do that while she get herself off, then you just hop in and just get in and just then everybody win. Make sure she get her shit first and then go to sleep.
I'm going to sleep. You handle your own business.
She was in there.
She's a sleeper. What we got next?
You a DIB?
Oh, dead. Oh no, let's not do that. All right, so this next one, let's go to the next one. This one it says, if your spouse doesn't mention you on social media, you are not the only one. Do you guys think that is true or that is false?
Wait a minute, repeat that one more time.
If your spouse does not mention you on social media, you are not the only one. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree.
That's false.
Yeah, that's definitely false.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't believe that is accurate. Mm-mm.
So we got 3 false. Dane, Loyal.
Two left.
Wait, go to Loyal first.
Yeah, she's under you on the big screen.
Yeah, but see on my screen she's not under me. She's right. My screen she's right there.
On this
screen she's right
here. I think that's 50-50. Because it just depends on what the reason is. So, for instance, me and Anna work with a lot of dancers, and you will never see their business. You would never see their spouses on their pages. No matter if it's a regular page, their business page. Because the thing about it is,
they're selling a fantasy. So
the thing about it is they're selling that fantasy, and it takes away from that fantasy.
That takes money out your pocket.
A woman seeing your girlfriend walk by while you shaking it, like, oh, who is that? So that's that, so that's the one thing. But like on a more personal level, like when we are around these guys, we know they have a spouse. We've, heard of them, in some cases. But then you got some people that is true. They don't put their spouse online because they know that if they do, 5 other guys gonna be like, wait, I thought that I was the only one. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a 50-50 thing.
I see you on that. I can see how that plays both sides. I know people who do it, mostly for like a persona, like they have image to obtain, like you said, in the stripper business and stuff like that. Most of them have spouses, and you won't know nothing about them, and you shouldn't. That's not nobody's place on social media to know no shit like that. Honestly, because of the type of work that you do, or even how you just maintain your stuff on social media. Some things aren't for personal business all the time. Some people keep their, significant others, families, kids, stuff, offline. Some people blast them and put them on every post. It's just up to you. It's your social media. You control it how you want to. But I don't believe the narrative that is always going to be someone else. If if you don't put your business out there like that, I think that's still false in my book.
I mean, I don't really have too much experience in this department. But from me on the outside looking in, I would say that's on a case-to-case basis. You just gotta know your partner and pick up how they move to see what their actions are and what it leads to. Because I mean, like, it just really just depends on the person and basically how they moving and what they do, and the what's that little shit you call, like when you feel that little inner voice?
Intuition.
Intuition, the intuition you get from it. So it really depends. Cause like I said, I don't really have any experience. So since I don't have any experience, I can't really comment too much about it. I just see what I see, and it's on a case to case basis.
I can see that. But we got Anna, Flatliner, one of y'all. How y'all feel about it?
I've already said. I don't think
that's
true. Yeah, we both said it. You know, I don't think that's true.
Okay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like I said, we all understand both sides of that coin. It could be flipped a lot of different ways, but I feel like it makes sense. So you just kind of do whatever you feel fits for you and your relationship. You know what I'm saying?
All right, all right. So let me ask every last one of y'all. So what would you do? Say like if you wanted to be known on like. Say like if they're not a exotic dancer, say like, you know.
Oh, here we go.
All right. All right. So they say all right. So say they're not exotic dancer, they really don't have any type of image to uphold. Say like if you wanted to be mentioned or known on their social media, and they were like, nah, and y'all was together more than say 2 years, how would you feel? Now I can't answer because I'm just asking y'all because I don't know. But go ahead.
Me personally, I wouldn't be upset about it because that's how I run my stuff. I don't deep dive into my personal relationships with my social media. So if someone was like that with me, I wouldn't mind it at all. Because I treat others how I want to be treated. How I treat, people is pretty much how I want to be treated as well. So I don't see it as a thing I would be upset about. Because I'm not with you to please other people. I'm not with you to make other people feel away. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you because I want to be with you and I love you. It ain't got nothing to do with social media. We ain't even got to have social media. So to make it a big deal about being on her page and all this other shit, that's trash to me. You carry how you want to carry yours. I carry mine how I want to carry mine. If we decide to put each other or post each other or whatever, that's fine. That's up to us. But it's not an end all be all. It's not mandatory. So I wouldn't feel away.
I agree with everything you just said.
I'm to the point where I don't mind. I wouldn't care if you didn't. I wouldn't care if you did. My thing is, it comes to a point where if you feel you need that stamp of approval from social media, that validation from social media. I'm not saying I don't blast my page full, but if we were to go somewhere, of course I'll post pictures of us. But it's not something that I would do. It's not an everyday thing. It doesn't have to happen every time, just to say, hey, you're my woman. I want other people to know that you're my woman. Because trust and believe, it's some dog, in my case, it's some dog hoes out there. And in some of y'all women's case, it's some dog niggas out there that just really don't give a fuck about the woman at all.
Yeah.
And, those are the people that you got to worry about, and you got to delete them because, some people just don't care what they post. You just have to move carefully, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to your page, because when you don't post, it kind of gives a lot of people the okay to get reckless, I guess, to say what they want because they don't see a woman on your page. But it's up to you to check that, to say, hey, I appreciate the compliment or whatever, but I do have a woman, no, I might not post her as much, as other people do, but I don't need social media to put a stamp on my relationship. But I would appreciate it if you tone it down. Don't do that. It depends really on your significant other, because some people might need that verification, like, hey, I need them to know that I belong to you. or whatever. You know, that's where the thing on your page where they say, what is it? Married and all of that, you know, all of that shit. I fill that out before I blast a picture of you every day. You know?
Yeah.
I'll some people go overboard. Every goddamn Wednesday, she's your women crush and all that. Come on, y'all. Honestly, chill out.
I feel you on that. You also got the women out here who do stuff maliciously. I've seen cases where people like, oh, that's your man? Cool. And they don't like the girl, so they secretly try to talk to the dude to see if they can get some play from the dude just because they don't like the girl. There's a lot of like wild shit, regardless if you post or if you don't. I've seen
What's happening up there?
I don't know what he doing up there, but I've seen the malicious side to all of it.
Oh, that's your man for real?
Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you, just because, and not because they want your man, just because they don't like you. So it's a lot of ways how that shit could pan out. So even though you feel like posting somebody on your social media is like a way to stop people from, I don't know, DMing you or getting at you or putting stuff under your post, it can still turn ugly because some people don't give a fuck. So, either way, I just feel like you should move based off your relationship and how y'all communicate and move it like that. It's crazy. How about you, boys?
I've been mighty quiet. Yeah.
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 Where the women at right now?
Infamous women's.
I mean, me personally, I don't care if somebody posts me or not because I'm not posting you at all. So rather you post me or not, sometimes on a Wednesday every 6 months, I ain't posting you at all. I don't know the last time I even posted a guy on any of my social medias. So if you don't know me personally, you don't know who I'm messing with.
Right.
So that's just me. So I guess I'll post a wedding photo when it happens, but other than that, I just don't feel the need. I mean, especially it's a sticky wicket, because the type of businesses that I have, it opens up a lot of doors. People already feel the need to say certain things to us, me and Honor, as the type of field we're in. So you don't want to open any more doors for them to say even any more things that they already are saying, all types of things that we get accused of. And did you do this and did you do that? And, oh, I know this, and y'all hanging around a bunch of these guys. So I don't want to have my business out there and then all of a sudden now I got a boyfriend. Now they attacking him and being like, oh, but your girlfriend this and your girlfriend that. So I just alleviate it all.
I ain't posting nobody.
Anna said she ain't posting nobody. So if your man don't want to post you, you cool, right?
If he don't want to post me, that's cool because I ain't posting him.
Okay, now that brings me to my next question. How would you feel like you don't want to post them? How would you feel if they wanted to blast your ass and post you all the time?
He can post me, don't tag me.
that was my move. You can post all you want, just don't tag me to the shit.
I mean, I particularly don't want to be posted either, because
I feel you on either way.
I just feel like I said, we can post a wedding photo when it happens. Hey guys, we got married. They're gonna be like, we didn't know you was even with nobody. But as far as anything else, I just don't want to be posted. I don't want to be, and it sounds bad, but I always say this: I don't want to be connected to anybody. Because in a sense of
take notes, people.
Huh?
Nothing. Just take notes. Go ahead, keep going.
I don't want to be connected to anybody in a sense of just as I'm as well. I could say for me and Honor, as we climb certain social circles, we, even though we're not dancing, we still have to build a certain type of fantasy, in a sense of anything, how does it look? Okay, say for instance.
Pause. Y'all used to dance?
No. You're not listening.
Right, man.
You got too many antics going on that you're not even listening. They didn't say anything about dance.
She did.
I said a fantasy. What I mean by that is, okay, so let's do a hypothetical, right? So say for instance, I do sipping paint, so that's not a hypothetical, and we deal with a lot of ladies. Now, say for instance, me or Honor are dating one of the strippers, and that's just blasted all the social media, and now these girls come to see this say stripper. Two things can happen. Either you will have the type of girl that will be in your inbox, being like, hey, you know, I did this with X, Y, and Z, or the girls they feel uncomfortable. So when I say we have to sell the fantasy, we are the girlfriends that they always wanted in every sort of way. Our ladies' nights, that's the experience that we build. So we don't want to be, you know, connected to too many things or too many people. And even in the sense of, you know, they feel like anything. We just want our personal lives to be personal. You know, we get so many backlash for certain things. We just want our personal lives to be personal. And, you know, you never know. I mean, I could be dating a stripper right now, so you would never know.
Good. I'm rolling with that. Cause it could be messy, man. It just like I said, it hurts the business at some point. Like you were saying, like if it's a known thing that you're dating one of the strippers and they see that stripper, they probably not gonna want to, you know what I'm saying, him to dance up on them or tip him or anything. They just gonna feel like something ain't right.
Or they go the other way. They try their best to sleep with them or do something with them, you know?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get your man.
I need what's in your cup and my shit, because your dance moves is on point tonight. Oh man. I
am feeling this.
I got one more for y'all, man. This one's tricky, but I'm not sure how it can be pulled off. But it says DNA testing should be mandatory at birth. Do you guys agree or disagree? I don't even know how they can even really pull that off to say that it should be a thing, but
I mean, I agree. My younger son had got a DNA test when he was very young, and I agree with that because in the sense of it cuts back on all the rift, all the in between, the 5-6 years of fussing and fighting about something, and then people don't want to be available to get the DNA test and this, that, and the other. The father comes in, okay, because it actually protects the man mostly, because you think about it like this. In a lot of states, it is if you sign the birth certificate, no matter if you're the father or not, when you assume the right of the child, that person can put you on child support. Yeah. And in some states, even if you prove that's not your child, you're still going to be on child support because you signed the birth certificate.
You signed the birth certificate, yeah.
So in that sense, it just protects everybody. You ain't got the crazy girl that you thought that was your baby. It's not. Okay, it's not my baby. You move on with your life. And it protects the guys that they don't do it off of just that emotional high, like, oh my gosh, it's a baby inside. And then next thing you know, that's not their kid. But guess what? You still got paid for it. Yeah. So it just protects all parties. You ain't got to fuss and fight about this person, this child. This child don't have to see it. When they grow, when they grow up, y'all still fighting. I don't know if you my child or not. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like if the father's present to sign a birth certificate, then yeah, a DNA test should definitely be mandatory. I think that'll be fine. I think that'll clear up a lot of bullshit after the fact.
Yeah.
I
feel if a guy is there and is willing to take on that responsibility, then it's not me. But if you have any doubts, I don't think it should be, it should be looked upon any other kind of way. Like, if I'm sitting there and I think it's mine, it's my girlfriend and we're having this child, but I don't quite think it's mine. Let's just say I had 6 kids and this 7th one come out and it don't look nothing like how my other 6 came out looking. I might want to be able to say, hey, a little swab, get that, get what you need to get.
Yeah.
But I don't. if it's a guy there that's willing to take the risk or take on the responsibility, regardless if it's his or not, then I don't think it should be mandatory.
It's different from when someone actually has a child and you come into that person's life, like after the child is born. I'm not sure. I'm not saying it can't be done, but I kind of feel like, well, no, you would have to be in that person's life longer than the 9 months that it takes for her to carry this baby. This is just my mindset right now, because I can't see somebody coming up, month 5, while she's she's in her 5th month and she got 4 more to go, and you decide to go ahead and be with her regardless if she's pregnant by another man or not, and she had this baby, you just sign on for a legit 18 years over somebody you just met less than 5 months ago. So I don't know. I feel like in that case, it's a little tricky to how that could pan out that way. But ultimately, I just think the option should always be there. For the child's sake, number one, and for the two, for like you said, to protect the man, to find out if this is your child or not, then y'all can move accordingly going forward. Because a lot of people be having kids with girls and thinking it's theirs and it's not. There's a lot of cases where they get pregnant, then go and mess with a guy within that same couple weeks and get pregnant and really think it's this guy's baby and it's not, or she know it ain't his baby and depending on him. So to avoid all that bullshit, just get the test done, man.
King?
Said Michael. The king, so. The king has been drinking his royal brew.
King, are you okay over there?
The king is feeling his royal brew.
Oh my God! I have no
you look
alcohol
down.
at all in mine.
Look down, you.
King, do you have alcohol in yours?
Of course, the king
Yes,
does.
He does.
What is the king gonna drink? A vegan drink? No.
I just wanted to show off the LiveVibez bottle, and I just got some juice. That's it. But I need it. Next time I'm making sure I got me a nice little.
The king has a special drink, a special concoction. Now, actually, I'll get to the topic. Let's get some real shit. Like, I actually am for it. For simple fact, also for the father, and also for all the naysayers behind the father. You know how like you may have some people like, oh, that ain't your kid, blah blah blah. Look, even if the father is positive that might be his child, even for the people behind him who he want to set correct, like look, this is mandatory. This is what we have now. Like this shows, like this is my kid. Even though like she might have a reputation, but this is my child or whatsoever. Like you just also automatically know that this is your kid. No ifs, ands, or buts, or it might be not be. So you can just move accordingly. Now, if you want to take responsibility, hey, that's when you sign that shit. That's your contract. But it just helps both parties kind of see how they want to move, either within themselves or the people behind them. Because, you always got some people that's going to be trying to talk into your ear to try to say, okay, this is so-and-so and that's so-and-so, you need to get this done. Like, look, I already got it done. Or it's mandatory. Look, it's my kid. I'm going to do what I got to do. Or it's my kid and, oh, fuck, I'm shit short. We have all different types of people in this world who want to move how they want to move. But I think this is actually a good idea. And I don't think it should be frowned upon. Because, I mean, like, it's just, you don't know if that person is doing it for themselves or the people that's talking in their ear. Each his own.
Yeah, I feel you on that. What about Anna? What you think, Anna? You feel like
See, this is crazy to me because Loyalty and we never are on the same wavelength. We're on two different spectrums every single time, and that's what makes good conversation with us. But I'm with her 100% on this.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
because I feel like it's a good move, man. I feel like that should be something that should be mandatory for people to go through. There's too many situations where people are growing up without the proper upbringing. Fathers being missing, some people being mistreated by their mother, sometimes it could be a love-hate thing between the parents, and they lie on the father and make it seem like he's the worst person in the world, and he's really not. So it's a lot to it. And I feel like when it comes to the DNA testing, if we get that squared away, that can shed away some of that bullshit, if it is to come in a situation like that. So I think we all on the same page with that. We all agree that that should be a thing for sure.
Absolutely.
Sorry, this hair is getting hot. I gotta put it up.
Man, listen, I was sweating before we went on air. I ain't even drinking.
I was like, I'm done. I can't do it no more.
You see, my shit is lit. Like, I am hard trying not to sweat while drinking alcohol with this big ass light on my fucking forehead.
Well, take the hoodie off.
No, nah, keep that live out too. I like that hoodie. That hoodie fire.
See, you lucky. I was about to
take it off. Oh man, giving him a show. You're gonna be at the next sipping paint.
A black shirt. I got layers. Sorry, I got layers. Like if I'm gonna strip, it's gonna be forever. I got layers.
Oh man, but shit, I'm out of topics, man. So if there's anything y'all want to say, anything y'all want to plug, y'all want to throw y'all stuff back out there to make sure people check y'all out. I enjoyed the conversation. Everything was beautiful. I'm mad I didn't have no drink with me. It probably was a good idea that I didn't. But
yeah, you see, the king has been lit. Thanks to I'm just gonna say Apple. I'm not gonna say the first, but we all know who has the apple.
I know what you want. I know what you want.
With some pineapple juice, and that is delicious. And I gotta come off the shirt because I am starting to sweat.
Shout out to everybody in the comments, man. That's been commenting and rocking with us, man. We had some of the good loyal people in here that's always in here. We appreciate y'all chiming in. Y'all had some good feedback. James, I don't know if you got the round of applause lit up, man. I want to give
thanks
for coming through, loyalty and honor.
Thank you so much for having us, you guys.
Loyalty.
Definitely, man. Y'all know, once y'all on the show, anytime that y'all ever want to come back and just do the shit with us, man, y'all are more than welcome. We definitely got to get y'all back when we get in the studio after this whole quarantine mess.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Everything's been good, man. Kanan got out the sweatshirt.
Yeah, I was getting kind of hot, Joe.
Had a whole outfit change.
And man, what? It's like a whole new fucking episode.
What's wrong, y'all ass?
Oh man, shit.
Yes, thank you for having us.
No problem.
And we definitely will come back when we get back out of this quarantine.
Yeah. And I would say this to you and to any viewers: if y'all have Zoom, please feel free. If y'all want to join, please. This is what we have Zoom for. Just come in. If you can hit us on Facebook, ask what the code is. We'll send it to you. We'll pop you in. Let's utilize this app. And if y'all want to come back we're here Friday. Y'all want to come and join. Hey, look, if y'all got time, hop in.
Anytime y'all want to jump in.
Join us. We love the company. We love talking to young, black, beautiful, professional females. Yeah, because y'all doing y'all thing out here. Y'all black females. Oh, y'all. As a black man, I'm gonna show praise to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all bow because not enough of us doing that. So y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all got y'all business. Hopefully y'all black men, we trying to catch up to y'all because y'all motherfucker running. We like.
They killing it, man. They killing it.
So y'all doing y'all thing. So if y'all want to join us Friday, look, feel free. If you ain't got nothing to do, just hit one of us. We'll send you the link. You can pop on in. If any of our followers want to pop in, or if you got any questions, just let us know. We're here for you. That's why it's called Live Vibes. We're trying to vibe with y'all live. So just, what's up?
Yeah. Can y'all give us our social media one more time for the people?
Yes, it's for the Two Royal Chicks. It is @2RoyalChicks_X. I would say all the ladies out there, please follow us. And we will follow back. For the guys, we have some guys. We do a thing every week. So once a week, we do a feature male. Doesn't have to be entertainer. We've done firefighters, fitness trainers. It has done some entertainers. But if you any ladies out there, if you want to recommend anybody, DM us. We'll look at them, see if they worthy of the of the we call it Zaddy Cakes of the week. So that's it. And for me personally, mine is nobacon.piggy bank, and I do hand painted piggy banks, any theme, any character. So for all the mothers out there, make sure you hit me up, because I also do financial freedom with your child to teach them how to be financially free.
Hey, that's what's up.
Hey, Loyalty. Can you do me a Rick piggy bank?
We will DM me.
You know
we'll talk after.
Rick and Morty?
Yes, we'll talk after this.
I need a Rick piggy bank, dog. I need a Rick piggy bank.
That'll be fire.
Okay, in honor, again, yours is?
I sell mink lashes. I have anywhere from natural to dramatic and everything in between. My Instagram handle is brownglitter_beauty_bar and the number 1.
So y'all see.
Right. Yeah, look, she got them blinking.
Oh, Loyalty must have a pair of those mink lashes on.
Oh.
All right. With that being said, man, y'all already know what it is. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Do not put your hands where you won't put your face.
And we out.
And we out.
And we're out of this bitch.
Cut it off.
I need one of those microphones that James got. Is that James?
Lord.
I need one of those.
I need one of those.
setup.
Yeah.